You may know her as Bellatrix Lestrange, the Red Queen, or perhaps as Marla Singer. But one thing is certain, you know Helena Bonham Carter. Whether it was in Fight Club or Harry Potter, the Gothic Queen has burrowed a permanent place in the minds of audiences everywhere. Between her uniqueness and raw talent, she has remained one of the best actresses in Hollywood who takes on some of the most peculiar roles. While you may know that the performer is nothing short of eccentric, there are still some things about Helena Bonham Carter that may have flown under your radar. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Helena Bonham Carter. She was awarded the Commander of the Order of the British Empire. Helena Bonham Carter has not only been acclaimed and awarded within the film community, she also received the Commander of the Order of the British Empire from Queen Elizabeth II. Carter dedicated the CBE to her late father. The award isn't primarily given to performers, but as with all things, Carter is an exception. She received the award in 2012. Queen Elizabeth II apparently was a fan of the actress's portrayal of her mother in the film The King's Speech. She used baking to help her vocal lessons. In Sweeney Todd, Carter was forced to sing for a large portion of the film, which is to be expected, considering it's a musical. However, seeing as she wasn't a particularly experienced singer, she took to vocal lessons. As there are sequences where her singing must be in rhythm with the baking, she decided to practice the two together. Carter would spend her free time baking and singing to herself in order to practice the sequences. She has her own fashion line. Carter is something of a fashion muse with a gothic aesthetic. The multi-faceted starlet even has her own fashion line with her friend and business partner Samantha Sage. The line is called Pantalones, and they specialize in customizable jeans. She uses her wand to scare her children's friends. Actors often get to keep a piece of memorabilia from a film, and Carter decided to keep Bellatrix Lestrange's wand from the Harry Potter films. Not only does she keep it around, she likes to wield it in order to frighten children. Not all children though, just the ones she would rather her children not join in play dates. She learned fluent French for a role. Most actors are forced to go through dialect training when preparing for a role of a character who speaks a language other than their own. Performers often will opt to only learn the few lines necessary for the film or play in another language. In Carter's case, she starred in a French-speaking film, A Room with a View, and opted to learn French in its entirety for the role. She almost didn't get a role in Fight Club. While it may be hard to see anyone else as Marla Singer in Fight Club, Carter wasn't the first choice. The studio wanted Reese Witherspoon for the role. Director David Fincher won out though, and Carter ended up with the role when Witherspoon turned it down for being too dark. Carter used old Judy Garland as her inspiration for the character, and a cinematic icon was born in Marla Singer, the girl of your nightmares. She doesn't have a stylist. Everyone in Hollywood wants to look good, or so it seems. Most stars have an entire team dedicated to keeping every wrinkle and flab hidden from the world. Carter on the other hand doesn't have time for your stupid fashion tips. She said, "I've had a stylist once or twice, but it doesn't really work out because basically, I don't like being told what to wear. I don't like being told what to do, so there's no point. A lot of people suggested I should." She asks her mom to read potential scripts for her. Plenty of actors have someone read their scripts for them. Usually it's as their agent or manager telling them which to take and which to pass on, but Carter keeps things a little closer to the family. "My mom tends to be my script consultant when I don't know whether to do something or not. She's a brilliant reader. She's read practically everything that's ever been written, frankly. Not that I always necessarily obey her." Not only does she pay her mother for this, she also asks for her mother's opinion on the psychology of the character Carter would be portraying. Considering her mother is a psychotherapist, this no doubt influences her performances. She doesn't like watching her own movies. There are some performers who love to see themselves on screen. However, Carter is not one of them. She has made it clear that she isn't a particular fan of seeing her own face on the silver screen. For Fight Club she wanted the makeup to look bad. In her role as Marla Singer in Fight Club, Carter helped create an unforgettable character. One of her more interesting choices was asking the makeup artist to do her work with her left hand. Carter didn't feel that Singer would know how to properly apply her makeup, and she wanted that to show. In an industry where most are concerned with looking cool or sexy at all times, Carter made a very interesting decision to flip the script and show the character's flaws, even if it's in one of the more subtle ways.